Welcome to Jessercise. We're going to do a conditioning session today. We're going to start by doing some mobility to warm up, and then we're going to do some conditioning exercises. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to start with a roll down. So we're going to go to the back of the mat, and we're going to start by rolling down vertebra by vertebra. So you start with your chin, you tuck your chin in and roll vertebra by vertebra down towards the floor. Taking your head to your chest, to your knees. Hi, my name is Jess. Hi, I'm Jess. We're going to do a conditioning circuit today. Hi, I'm Jess, and welcome to my Jessercise conditioning circuit. We're going to start with some mobility to warm up, and then we're going to move on to conditioning exercises. So we're going to start at the back of the mat, and we're going to start by rolling vertebra by vertebra down towards the ground to start to mobilise the spine. So taking your chin to your chest, then mobilising vertebra by vertebra down towards the floor. Take your head to your knees, and then slowly back up. And at the top, roll your shoulders back and down. And then again, chin to chest, rolling slowly vertebra by vertebra, segment by segment, all the way down towards the floor. Chin to your knees, and then slowly back up, unwind the spine, shoulders back and down. And one more, rolling vertebra by vertebra, down towards the ground. This time we're going to walk out into a plank. So we're going to come into a plank position, then we're going to drop our pelvis to the floor into a cobra, untuck your toes, look up to the sky, and then tuck your toes under. We're going to go into a down dog, so start by pushing your head and chest through your arms, soft knees, and then you're going to straighten your knees out to come into a nice V shape. And again we're going to come into a plank, then down into a cobra, then tuck your toes, and then we're going to push back up in the air, so tuck your toes under, soften your knees, push your head and chest through, and then straighten out the knees. Now we're going to take the right leg off the ground, and we're going to do a three-legged plank into cobra. So come into a plank, slowly control yourself down into a cobra. You don't have to touch the ground as you come through. Drop the foot to the ground, and then back into a three-legged downward dog. We're going to do 3 of these. Into a plank, slowly down to the floor, into a cobra, and back up in the air. And one more plank, slowly down to the ground, into a cobra, and up in the air. And then we're going to swap legs. So right leg on the ground, left leg in the air. Bring yourself into a plank, slowly down into a cobra, and then into a down dog. And again, into a plank, slowly down into a cobra, and then up into a down dog. And last one, into a plank, slowly down into a cobra, and then into a down dog. Awesome guys, so we swap sides. We're going to now bring the right foot on the outside of the right hand to mobilise through the hips and the thoracic spine. We're going to start by placing your right hand on your right knee, and you're going to roll your knee out to the side, moving on to the outer border of your foot, and back in, outer border of the foot, and back in, and one more, and back in. Then we're going to take the right hand, we're going to rotate up towards the ceiling, and then drop your elbow to the floor, up to the ceiling, elbow to the floor, up to the ceiling, elbow to the floor. Great, then you're going to swap sides. So bring the left foot on the outside of the left hand. We're going to start by rolling the foot out. So rolling the knee out onto the outer border of the foot, and then back in, and again, and back in, and again. Good, and back in. Then you're going to place your left hand on the ground and rotate to the ceiling with your left hand, and then take the elbow to the floor. Up to the ceiling, elbow to the floor, up to the ceiling, elbow to the floor. Place your hand back, bring yourself back into a plank, then we're going to You can walk or jump your feet in between your knees. And from here, you can just come back up into standing. So roll yourself back up and shoulders back and down. So we're going to start with some balance work in standing now. So we're going to start by standing on the right leg with the left leg in the air. First we're going to work on mid to inner range hip strength, so this is really important for running and cycling. So you can place your hands in a fist if you like, push your shoulders back and down to help with stability, and we're going to start by doing 5 knee flexions to the chest. So bring your knee to your chest and slowly back, 2 and slowly back, 3 and down, 4 and down, 5 and down. Brilliant. Bring your leg out and then out to the side again. 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Bring your leg back to the middle. Bring your hands to heart center, and I want you to come into a 3-legged downward dog. So balance there if you can. I want you to start to soften the knee a little to help with your balance and to release your hamstrings. And then you're going to bring your knee to the chest and drive back out. So keep yourself in a warrior 3, knee to chest and out. Oops. Knee to chest and back out. 2 more, knee to chest and out, and last one and back out. Then bring yourself back up into standing and then swap sides. So this time the right leg is coming in the air, hands back in a fist, shoulders back and down. I'm going to bring the knee to the chest and back to 90. If you have got a weight that you can place on the knee, sometimes a flat disc will stay. I haven't got one that'll stay on my knee, but you can add a weight. You just have to control how far down you go. Up to chest and down. 3, 4, 5. Then take your leg out about 30 degrees and we're going to do the same thing. Knee to chest. 2, 3, 4, 5. Bring your leg back in. Bring yourself to hands to heart center. We're going to come into warrior 3 position. So bring yourself into warrior 3. Your left knee can be slightly bent to help with offloading the hamstrings. And then bring your knee to chest and drive out. Knee to chest and drive out. Knee to chest. That's 3, 2 more, 4, and last one. Good. And then bring your knee to chest and come up into standing, and then you can place your foot on the ground. Shake out the left leg. We're now going to do some crossover squats. So we're going to start by standing on your right leg. We're going to take the left leg and we're going to take it behind us at between 4 and 5 o'clock. So you're going to cross over, and then as you come up, you're going to drive your knee to your chest. And cross over, and then drive your knee to your chest. Cross over, drive your knee to the chest. Cross over, knee to chest. And last one, and knee to chest. Good. Now we're going to do a reverse lunge, so staying with the right leg in front. We're going to step back with the left leg and then drive knee to chest. Back with the left leg, right knee to drive, then left knee to chest. Drop back with the left leg. 3, 4, 5. Good. Shake out the right leg. We're now going to do the same with the left. So standing on the left leg, we're going to cross the right leg behind us at between 7 and 8 o'clock. So cross behind, and then driving knee to chest. Cross behind. Try and have your arms go in the opposite direction like you would when you're running. 3, 4, 5. Good. And then we're going to do a reverse lunge. So we're going to step behind us and then drive up in the air with the right leg. So right leg behind, driving up in the air. 3, 4, last one, 5. Excellent guys, shake out the left leg. So you can either now use a long band or a loop band, or you can tie a ThoroBand in a knot if you've got one at home. We're going to do some monster walks, so if you're going to use a shorter band, you can either place it around the feet or the ankles. If you place it around the feet, just be careful that it doesn't friction on the floor and snap. With a longer band, you place it around both feet and cross over the band and hold it. So what we need to do is soften the knee slightly. I'm going to turn so that I've got the mat to move down. Soften the knee slightly, and we're going to push out into the band. We're going to do 3 steps to the left, 2, 3, and then back. 1, 2, 3. So nice big steps. We'll do this 5 times. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Last set. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, get rid of your band. Well done, guys. Now we're going to do a side lunge to knee drive. So we'll start by lunging onto the left leg. So you're going to lunge sideways onto the left leg, and then you're going to drive your knee in the air. Sideways onto the left leg, drive your knee in the air, sideways and drive. 2 more, sideways and drive, sideways and drive. Now we're going to swap sides. So we're going to step to the right and drive up on the left leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. Excellent, guys. Now we're going to get a weight. So I've got a 12 kilo kettlebell. You can do it with lighter or heavier, depending on how you're feeling. So we're going to do a windmill. So this is really good for shoulder stability, trunk control. So you're going to stand with your feet slightly bigger than shoulder width apart. You're going to have the weight in your right hand. You're going to turn your left leg out slightly more. You're going to bend the left knee so it's slightly soft. We're not going to bend the knee too much more than that. We're going to lift the kettlebell in the air, and then we're going to slide the left hand down the left leg. You're going to look at the kettlebell and keep the kettlebell in the air. So keep the kettlebell up in the sky. As you side and bend, look at the kettlebell, and then drive back up. So we're doing 5. This is number 3. 2 more. And 1 more. And then swap sides. So this time we'll turn the left foot in a little bit, turn the right foot out, soften the right knee, bend it slightly, look at your left hand, slide down your right leg, and then drive in the air. Slide down your right leg and drive in the air. Down your right leg, drive. 3, 4, last one. Excellent, guys. Let's get rid of that, place that on the floor. Now we're going to come to the back of the mat. We're going to do a series in a plank position. So we're going to roll down vertebra by vertebra, down towards the ground, and walk ourselves out into plank. We're going to start with a shoulder scapular press up. So this is to help to stabilise the shoulders using a muscle called serratus anterior. So you're going to start by lowering onto your right elbow, then your left elbow, and then you're going to come up on your right hand and left hand. We're going to do this 5 times. Down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left. That's 2. Down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left, down on the right, down on the left, up on the right, up on the left. And then we're going to swap. So down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right. That's 3 times. Down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right, down on the left, down on the right, up on the left, up on the right. If you find that too hard, by the way, you can just bend the knees and do it in 4-point kneeling rather than in a plank position. When you're doing it, try and make sure you don't lose control of your lumbar spine, so you don't sag in the middle. So keep yourself nice and tight in your abdomen. Brilliant. So the next thing we're going to do is some Supermans. So we're going to find the middle in our lumbar spine, so we're going to arch up as far as we can. We're going to drop down as far as we can, and then we're going to find the middle. We're going to keep a nice bit of tone in the lower tummy. And as we do that, we're going to straighten out the right arm and the left leg. Only go as far as you can control, and keep your middle still. And then bring your knee to your elbow. And drive out. Knee to elbow. Drive out. Knee to elbow. That's 3. 2 more. 4. And last one. 5. You're going to place your right hand, your left knee down, and we're going to swap and do the same on the other side. So left arm, right leg out. Opposite knee to elbow. And out. Opposite knee to elbow. And out. Opposite knee to elbow. That's 3. 2 more. 4. Last one. 5. Great, place your hands and legs down. We're now going to take the right leg out into abduction, so take it out to the side. And from here, we're going to straighten the right leg and bend the right leg. Straighten the right leg and bend. 3. 4. 5. Place your right leg down. We're going to do the same with the left. Take the left knee out to the side, straighten the left leg and bend the left leg. Straighten the left leg. 2, 3, 4, and last one. Bring yourself back into 4-point kneeling. We're now going to come in a plank, and from here we're going to do what's called thread the needle. So we're going to rotate our right arm in the air to look at the sky, and then we're going to bring the right hand underneath the body. If you struggle with that, you can do it kneeling. It won't be such a core challenge, but it's good for mobility. But if you want a core challenge, into a side plank with rotation, and then underneath you. 2, 3. Only go as far as you can control the arm downwards. It may be only get to here, or you may be able to go all the way around whilst keeping your form. 4. Last one. 5. And then we're going to swap sides. So right hand on the floor, left arm in the air, and rotate underneath you. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Place your hands down. Now you're going to bring yourself into kneeling. We're going to place the right hand behind you with the fingers facing away. So right hand behind the right foot, and with the fingers facing away, we're going to put our weight through our right side. The left hand, the thumb is going to be leading, and we're going to push up in the air with our hips, and as we do so, our hand's going to follow, and we're going to follow our head to look at our hand and back down. Make sure you're extending through the hips as much as possible. Up in the air, and down, and again, up in the air. That's 3, 4, and then we're going to swap sides. So left hand on the ground, right hand, thumb leading, follow your hand as it goes up to the ceiling, push your hips up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well done, guys. So now we're going to lie on our stomach, so we're going to do a little bit of work around the shoulders in terms of some shoulder strength for swimming. So we're going to take a band And what we're going to do is overhead, is we're going to push out into the band with the band around our hands but not our thumbs, and we're going to lift the band overhead. So we're going to come into a lying down position. In this position, we're going to rest our foreheads on the mat. We're going to tuck our bottoms under so that we're not arching our backs, and then we're going to place the arms out ahead of us. So in this position, tuck your bottom under, head down, and you're going to raise your arms in the air and down. 2, make sure that you're pushing out into the band with your hands. 3, 4, and 5. Now we're going to do a similar thing, but pulling the band overhead. These activities are for working the rotator cuff muscles, which help to stabilise your shoulder and prevent the catching pain you get with impingement with shoulders with swimming. So lift up, pull the band behind your head, and back. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Rest your arms down. Give yourself a little wiggle. Now we're going to do some YTWs, again for shoulder stability. So we're going to start with our arms out straight ahead of us. We're going to raise off the ground. Then we're going to do it with our arms out at a Y position, and then in a W position. So head down, arms out ahead, tuck your bottom under so you're not cheating by arching your back. Raise your hands ahead and lower. So we're holding for approximately 4 to 5 seconds. And then we're going to come out into a Y, raise up and relax, and then bend at the elbows and raise up again and down. Back out into straight, again bum tucked under, raise up in the air and down, out in a Y, raise up and down, bend at the elbows, raise up and down, and again arms out straight, raise your head up, your arms up and down, in a Y, and relax, and a W, and relax. 2 more times round with this. Tuck your bottom under, raise up in the air, and relax, in a Y, and relax, in a W, and relax. Lastly, we're going to come into lying on your back. So we're going to come in on your back and work on your glutes. So you're going to lie down with your knees bent. You can put your hands on the ground to make it easier, or come across your chest to make it harder. You're going to lift the left leg off the ground, and you're going to drive through the heel, lifting your hips to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And swap. 1. Make sure as you do this that you don't move your knee back and forth, you keep it directly pointed to the ceiling. 4 and 5. Place your foot on the ground, drop both legs out, feet together. At this one you can add a weight to your pelvis if you want, and you're going to just drive up in the air with your hips. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, well done guys. We're just going to grab hold of a band now and place it around the feet. So ideally a narrow band. We're going to bring our legs up in the air again. You're going to tuck your bottom under so you're pushing your back flat against the floor. Keep your left thigh pointing the ceiling, and we're going to drive the right foot down towards the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And swap. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And swap. Last exercise now. we're going to come into a reverse plank. So legs straight out in front of you, hands behind, fingers facing away. You're going to lift your bottom off the ground until you're straight through your legs into your body. Push your shoulder blades together, push your body away from the floor so that your chest is pointing to the ceiling. This is the first progression. You can make it harder by sliding your heel up and down the mat, or harder still by raising your leg in the air and down. So if you're going to just choose the plank on its own, just sustain that while we do this. 3, 4, and you can either do the leg raises or the slides. 5. Last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and relax. Well, great guys, I hope you really enjoyed this Jessercise conditioning session, and I will look forward to sending some more videos your way. Have a nice day.